Well, I've done a search for my images already and wanted to show you the three smaller images that I thought I would use in place of the existing. Thought this orangutan image was interesting with the orangutan's arms spread quite wide. I thought that was a nice reflection of the three um, eyeglasses here. I thought the colors of the butterfly looked really lovely with the color of her shirt. And I thought that lion definitely looked like he was waking up or yawning, and he was just kind of an attractive animal. So I brought them into my template already. And one thing, guys, after you move objects, you might find that they are smart objects and you can't edit them. Way to get around that is simply come up to Layer, rasterize rasterize all layers, and that will change the images so you can edit them. So I'm going to go ahead and just highlight back on my template and hit the roar, obviously my lion. And there he is. I think the image is a little bit big, don't you? So let's go ahead and scale it down just a bit. I can't scale it too much, can I? Because I don't have a lot of width. So I'm going to have to crop his head a little bit, and that's probably the best I can do. Place. But maybe this line's going to look better if he's looking the other way. So that's an easy fix too. We come up to Edit, Transform, and you can flip him either horizontal or vertical. Obviously, you want to flip him horizontal. There he is. And if we want to follow our grid lines, there we go. We want to clean it up. And as you see, this one is still rasterized. So I need to click on that image, come up to Layer, Rasterize Smart Object. There we go. And now I'm going to be able to edit that image. So cleaning it up, following the guides, there I go. See that? And on the bottom, same thing. There you go. All right, adding my butterfly house, there she is. Again, a little bit too big, but I can quickly edit that. And I can go, oh, what's happening here? I need to be on the right layer. I can edit, and I can edit, and then I need to move it down, don't I, into position. And I've got some guides, so I'm in pretty good shape there. I'd like it a little bit lower, and I'm going to crop the top. I've got the guide, so I'm in good shape. Very nice. And down the middle here, crop, good. And how about on the bottom? And I need to use the down arrow to get right on that guide. And there it is. One more, the orangutan, that unhappy orangutan. Let's make it a little happier. And all I need to do is come in and position it. And you don't need to use a whole photo. If you think you can come up with a better crop, do that. All right. And we've got to move over so I don't crop off the tree. There it is. And very, very nice. I'm going to go ahead and save. I'm going to hide my guides, view, extras. We take them off. I'm going to get this out of the way. So I would say that this is much more appealing than the very first imagery. Now, last thing I want you guys to do is I do want you to replace the type. So be a bug explorer. I want you to try and do your very best to trace that. Doesn't need to be exact, but here's my example, and this would be good enough if you did this. Try to replicate what is there. So we need to come over to our type tool, the capital T for type, and as mentioned, we're going to try to replicate, be a bug explorer. So capital B-E-A-B-G Explorer. Okay. Our type tool, we can get it several different ways, from the top menu or this right here, as you see, our character comes in, so we can select a different typeface. I'm going to go ahead and highlight this again, cursor in front, just drag and pull, and so I've highlighted my type right there, dragged and pulled. And again, after selecting the type tool, I'm going to change the typeface. Currently it's Myriad Pro Regular, and I'm thinking that really would like something a little bit bolder. I'm going to take it to Arial or Verdana, or a good sans serif typeface. Arial is always a good one to go to, Arial Bold. And obviously I need to be bigger in size on the BA, really all of it. So let's go ahead and back to our point size, and we can increase the point size. That looks pretty good. And the word bug needs to be much bigger. Actually both bug and explore. So as you notice, you can only get to 72 point here. You can just click in this area and type in the size that you think it should be. All right, and so we've got some type going there. It looks kind of similar, not really. Definitely need to change the leading, the space between the words. But a good idea now is going to be to go back now and look at our replaced image. All right, because obviously with what you've got, you might need to move the words so they aren't covering up people's faces, etc. So that's kind of what I need to do, don't I? I'm going to go ahead and highlight this, and I'm going to change the leading. Again, this is leading. It's auto now, but I'm going to make it quite a bit tighter. Well, that's way too tight, don't you agree? Come on, down. And maybe if I move the word explore over, and then maybe if I move everything over, well, what do you think? Yeah, I don't think that's quite right either. So that might take a little bit of work on your part to get it exactly perfect. I think what I'm going to do is just go back to 72 point on the word explorer, move it over, and now if I highlight the whole line, I can move that word explorer up by changing the leading. All right. So that, again, might just need a little bit of work on your part. I'm going to move it over. I'm also going to move it up a little bit. And kind of watch for things like this, where it's coming into the little boy's hairline. You don't want to lose the letter form. I think right about there is looking okay. All right, and I'm going to take it way up to the top. So it's right on the top and right on the left-hand edge of the image. And there you go. So that is what I'm wanting you to do for your assignment as far as this, your template. Change the 4 images, add some type, and then of course save it. Read your instruction sheet as to what needs to be turned in this file and any other assignments.